welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're going to see, why are people obsessed over you right now? Why are people frantic, disheveled, distressed about you? Why is everyone so pressed about you? Why is everyone so curious about you? What's the word on the street with you? We're going to see all of that. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the light blue stone and the Mermaid Tarot. Group 2 with the pink stone and the Fashion Tarot. Group 3 with the green stone and the Gilded Tarot Royale. And group 4 with the dark blue stone and the Tarot of the Divine. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just gonna get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the light blue stone and the Mermaid Tarot, this is your reading. We're gonna see why people are obsessed with you right now. What is the word on the street about you? What are people saying about you? Why are they obsessing? Spirit, this is for group 1 with the light blue stone. Why are people obsessing over group 1 right now? Right away we have Neptune. So you're really in your own vibe, in your own world. Neptune is the planet of the unconscious and the subconscious. Neptune also rules the dream space. It rules substances. It rules the astral, the 5D. It rules the imagination, all of that kind of stuff. So it seems like you're really in your mood, like in your own head, in your own body, very present in your experience. People are having a hard time getting you to buy into like what they're all about. It's almost like people are a little upset that you don't really buy in or believe in what they're trying to show you they are. It's like you're content and happy in your own mind and your own experience and your own thoughts. You seem to be in your own head, not really trying to interact with other people or not concerned about what other people are going through or if they're comfortable or not. Like you're really focused on your own experience and your own comfort, and just kind of like zoned into your own spirit. We have Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. Pisces, the mystic, and Neptune with dreams. And then we have Mars with action. You guys really seem ducked off. Like, if you've ever heard that audio that got popular on Instagram and TikTok, it's like, take 6 months and disappear, or that trend, anything like that. This is that vibe, because Mars is the planet of action. Mars is how you take action, how you accomplish your goals, how you go to war, how you face challenges. So people are obsessed with you right now because you seem to have some sort of master plan that you're carrying out, or you seem to really know something that nobody else knows. It's like you've received a divine download from the universe or from your guides, wherever you've been connecting with, from your higher self. And you're on a mission that literally no one else knows about. It's almost like an energy of you living an alternate life. People may get frustrated by this energy after a while because, especially, oh, I hate to say it, I'm not going to be too specific there. That's a little too edgy, a little too saucy for me. But I was seeing someone having a work conflict with someone that appeared to be a Karen. Okay, whatever that means to you, but that's what Spirit was showing me. So, and it was specifically in the workplace. So if you're dealing with someone, I can see them. Don't be worried about that. Don't be worried about that, group 1. And you don't seem to be worried or pressed with what other people have going on, and that's why they're worried and pressed and panicking. So right away, group 1, for you, I can see that people are obsessing with you right now, honestly, because you're not obsessing over them anymore. I feel like everyone's like gotten kind of cut off from your energy, from your attention. Work, romantic partners, friends, wherever you used to go or whatever you used to do, people who had access to you, they're really mad that you're like programming yourself, reprogramming yourself to work for yourself. They're like, no, your energy and attention needs to be on this friendship, needs to be on this relationship or situationships or friends with benefits or whatever BS I'm trying to get you roped into. Or I need your energy into this job. And it seems like you've already received the next steps or some sort of divine mission from the universe, and there's just no, you know, coming back. Like they lost their grip. They do not have control over you anymore, and they're starting to really realize that. Before, people may not have taken you seriously, so you probably kind of went by unnoticed for a while. When we have the North Node, I'm just now looking down at the card that fell out. We have the North Node with destiny. The North Node is where you're going. The South Node is where you've been. So your North Node represents what you will learn in this lifetime, what you will experience in this lifetime. And anytime there's any action with your North Node, it influences the next phase in your life. So you may have had some sort of transit that affected you. I know in the beginning of June, actually, there was, I believe, the North Node conjunct Jupiter. And that's gonna happen with everyone. I really like, what's her name? Her name is Astrolata. I love her channel. Check out her predictions. She's a fabulous astrologer. I just love her. And she had some readings not too long ago about that. So look into that, because it depends on what house it'll be affecting. And that's how you'll know, like, how it'll really affect you. So if you don't know, definitely check that out and see how that'll affect you for the months to come. Spirit, why are they obsessed with group 1 right now? It seems like you're taking some sort of risk. And again, we have the inner work card that came out. So another card talking about you doing inner work, or you being in solitude, or you just being separated from other people. It almost comes across as if you feel like you're better than other people. That's how they're taking it. They're taking it very much so personal, group 1. Like, this is so serious to people. Like, whoever used to have access to your energy, they're not taking this lightly. This is very much so weighing on their spirit, weighing on their mind. They do not like this shift. Inner work says it's time to do a self-inventory and spot the areas you need to work on and heal. And for those of you who haven't been getting into inner work, but you've been called to for a few weeks, few months, this is the perfect time to get into it, because now you see how it's affecting you. It's causing you to connect with your destiny and be able to move forward in the next phase in your life. So if you've been really feeling like the universe has been telling you no, or if you've been dealing with closed door after closed door, that's really going to trip your luck and cause a ripple effect, you know, so that you can have more things come in. You can get the ball rolling, get out of that stuck energy and move forward. We have gambling. You seem to be taking risks, but honestly, it doesn't feel like you are. What this feels like to me, group 1, is that people's minds are running about you, but I'm not seeing you take a lot of risks. I mean, maybe it's, well, it depends on how, because we did have Neptune, which, like I said, rules substances. So if you've had any sort of, you know, anything that you've been taking that kind of stimulates the creative mind, okay, I can see why people would be like, oh, you really rolling the dice with that one, because I thought only certain kind of people did that kind of stuff. You talking about you about to reach some enlightenment. Don't end up like Asia Hill in Africa, okay? Like, people are, you know, they're kind of concerned. Gambling says a lucky gamble will pay off for you. Take a chance and win. So there's a lot of positive energy around you. And I feel like I only get vibes of really all good things, but people, because you're not talking to them, they're taking it so personally, and their minds are just running with what you have going on. They feel like you're taking risks. I'm picking up on someone's ex that feels like you're out here, if you know what I mean, like out here, like, yeah. One of your ex feels like you're rolling the dice and you're like accumulating more and more bodies. Not that that's any of their business, but I'm picking up on someone's energy. It keeps coming up. So one of your exes are really pressed that you seem to be opening yourself up to new people. We have the Stranger card. A new person arrives with good intentions. Another one of the cards that came out when I'm asking, why are people obsessed with you? So there may be someone new in your life and people are judging this person. People are almost projecting onto this person. Like if you have a new friend or a new coworker you've been hanging out, a new romantic partner, the person who you walked away from is acting like they just know just saw 10:10 on the clock. They're acting like they know everything about this person. So say like your ex, for an example, this is your ex we're tapping into. They swear they know the character of this new person that you're talking to. And they're in this like takes one to know one type of energy. They're looking at that person like they're a narcissist too, I could tell. And it's like, but you just admitted you're a narcissist. No, I'm not a narcissist. You don't even know what you're saying. Like this person is in denial. But I'm getting a vibe like that where it's like, oh, you got this new friend in your life. You think they're going to do, you think they're better than us, or you think that they're going to do so right by you, da 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 da. One of you may have had a child recently and people are wondering, how's that going? People may also be, I'm picking up on a little bit of an energy of people trying to make fun of a single mom, or people trying to say, yeah, that's what you get, almost as if your child was some sort of karma for someone. Someone's talking about a new mom. But we do have the new baby card. You guys may have a new, I just heard laptop, I was gonna say car. You may have a new baby, a new car, new home, new item, something that you cherish, new laptop, or it could, like I said, be for some of you quite literal, like you may have just given birth recently. Congratulations if you did. We have winter. It says a cycle is ending, allow it to end and prepare for a new beginning. So people are obsessed with you right now because you have a lot of changes going on in your life, group one, and you're not sharing any of it. That's really what gets people, and it's causing their minds to just run and run and run and cycle, and then they start to build stories, and then sooner or later they don't even know what's real and what's fake anymore, and they're in like, some sort of a loop, so I definitely say continue to keep your distance. You don't need to be around anyone like that. But people are really going crazy and thinking that you have a lot more going on than you probably do because you're not sharing with people. You're not as open. You may have been an oversharer in the past, or you may have had a friend that you would always vent to, but you started to notice like the less I talked to them, the less people knew about me. Wonder, that's a coincidence. Wonder why that's happening. So you may have noticed a leak in your energy and you may have pulled away from that person, and it just confirmed why you pulled away in the first place, and you're not going back. So they're not going to get the tea on you. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords. So you may have struggled with indecision in the past. You may have struggled with trying to maintain friendships and be nice to people who didn't deserve it, or to give love to people, to spend time with people who didn't deserve it. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, you're not unsure anymore. You're very sure. So sure that you're able to take action, Knight of Swords, which you maybe haven't done in months or years for some of you. This relationship, ex-situationship, ex-friendship that you're getting out of has brought you so much clarity, and you're like, dang, that person was the fog around me. Even if it was a friend that you did everything with, they may not have even been a bad person, but you're like, it brought me down though. And people may not have understood that. They may have took it personally. And maybe it wasn't personal at all. It was just you knew you weren't supposed to be there anymore. But we have the Knight of Swords. You're actually in a space of taking action. And I'm hearing like soft action. So I feel like Spirit's trying to describe something that's like, oh, maybe you do one thing off your list, but every day. Instead of trying to do everything in one day, you do one thing off your list every day. Or you take action towards the things that matter to you, the things that make you feel good. Spirit said soft action. So that may be a way to describe how you're moving, but yeah, you're moving forward. I feel like people are also having a hard time accepting who you are today. We have the Eight of Swords. There's like an energy of people refusing to see you in any other kind of way. Any friend or any person that comes into their life and agrees with their narrative of you is going to be a friend to them, because that's how committed they are to believing that things are a certain kind of way. people are really offended by you not speaking to them. Like, I gotta be honest, people are so hurt and disturbed about this. They really are. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. It's almost like, I will not believe that this is true. Like, I will not see group one in any kind of way. No, they're still available to me, or they're still struggling, or they're still an oversharer, or they're still stuck in that low, you know, stuck energy where they can't take action. Like, they want to believe that so bad that they could have someone coming in just telling them what they want to hear that ends up screwing them over just because they weren't actually looking at that person. They were just being fed the whatever narrative about group one, and that was enough for them to let that person in. So like, for an example, if this is a work situation, things could get very messy very quick, because someone could come in, tell, you know, the manager has a problem with you, or whoever has a problem with you. Immediately they're acting like they're on their side. Boom, they snake that person, or they take their job, or they, you know. But I feel like you're separating from all of that. So we have the Moon and the Hierophant. People are obsessed with you, really talking about your potential. The word on the street about you is you have a lot of potential, and with this Hierophant, you've gone through some sort of expansion, or you have knowledge that people do not have. And the Moon card is a card of confusion. It's a card of high emotion as well. I feel like tensions are high. Like, I just saw 1616 on the camera. Tensions are high. People are really trying to grasp onto anything. I just heard, were you a ghost? Some people don't even believe that you were real. The way that you're so not a part of their life right now, like the way that you literally won't connect with certain people, won't talk to certain people, like it's so different. You may literally be in no contact with people. You may have blocked them, completely cut them off. It may be impossible for people to contact you right now, and they just never saw that happening. They genuinely never saw you doing that. Like, people are genuinely shook that that is the action that you took. Like, that rhymed. Maybe you dated a rapper and they had a bar like that, and maybe that's why you had to leave. Ciao. Listen, one thing about me, I'm not gonna be with a rapper. I don't care what you are talking about. I don't even care if you've seen some success. I'm not gonna listen to beats and you rap all day. I refuse to surrender to that life. We have the Three of Wands here as well. So the word on the street is you're moving forward, and the word on the street is that you cut everybody off. Like, everybody's on the same page, like even friends. So a lot of people are really shook right now, because it's like your ex, they are cut off, but it's like, duh, they're cut off. But they're shocked that your best friend is cut off as well. Like, something like that. Like, people that were even close to you aren't talking to you right now, or got blocked, or maybe you deleted your social media. You're not talking to anyone. No one has any info on you. We have the Truth Be Told card. I wonder if you sent a message or made one final post before you blocked someone, and then you blocked them right away so they couldn't even respond. That would sure upset someone. You're just living for you. Yeah, there is like some darkness lurking in the corner. We have the Unfinished Symphony card. So Spirit is saying you aren't done with these people or this cycle yet. Not all of them. Some of them, or at least one of them, are going to come back, and it's going to have to be handled head on. You probably know who this is. This is someone you have a lot of history with, and someone who you could think in your head and say, okay, yeah, that would make sense for me to have one conversation with them in the future, or to get some sort of closure, or to still have a future with this person. And I feel like that would be most likely to be like someone maybe who you really trauma bonded with, like a friend. Could be a relationship as well, but also if you have gotten betrayed by a coworker, it could be that person. Someone, it is like significant that you guys have closure. So I am picking up on that. Just know it will come back around at some point in the future. Probably not the near future though, if I had to say. But we have Truth Be Told and Serendipity. So you're in this energy of living for you and not being ashamed about it. You know, you may be telling people off. You may be being like painfully honest with people. People may be seeing you as even being like mean or vindictive because you're being so honest, like that it just feels hurtful. But we have the Serendipity card. You seem to be really, again, in that Neptunian energy where it's like You may make yourself a little, you may, you know, go on a date for yourself. You may take yourself to the movies, or you may take yourself out to eat. Like, this is an energy of you living for you. You may be immersing into a new art or a new scene, a new group of people, new connections, some sort of new world. There's definitely an energy of like your daily routine has changed, or what you do from day to day, or how you serve yourself has changed. And we have the Yang card. So you seem to be on a mission. So people are very confused by you. It's funny because it's like, I don't feel like they're necessarily confused by you, because I don't feel like you're giving mixed signals. This is not reading as someone who's giving mixed signals. I feel like it's the moon energy. They just don't know, because you're not oversharing. You're not talking and telling people what you have going on. They just don't know. So their mind is just going a mile a minute. But when they look at you in your life, they can see you're taking action. They can see that you're doing things. They can see you in new places. They can see that you have a new system set up. And they just don't know exactly what you're up to, because you may have, you know, completely disappeared off of social media. But people are obsessed with you right now because they can't figure you out. They don't know what's going on in your head. They don't know what you're thinking, what you're up to, what you're doing. And that's ultimately what it is, group one. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the pink stone, this is your reading. I'm going to be using the Fashion Tarot a little later for you. But we are going to see, why are people obsessing over you right now, group 2? What is the tea on you? Oh, we got the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you seem very fruitful, very abundant. Something about your energy feels tropical. You may have gone on a vacation recently to a tropical destination, or that may really be like your vibe over the summer, like, you know, Afro beats or island beats, and, you know, just pina coladas, like the good stuff, you know. Okay, I want my drinks sweet. I want to have a good time. I want to go to the beach. Like, that's the kind of vibe you guys seem to be on. Very fruitful. I keep seeing, Spirit is showing me like curves. So you guys may be really curvy out this time, okay? Maybe you're working on that pump, or maybe you're allowing yourself to soften up a little bit. Spirit, why are people obsessing over group 2 right now? Wow, we have the first house with the Self. So the first house is your rising, like in your astrology chart. It's how you present to the world, how other people see you. It's the house of your physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, consciousness, so on and so forth. Your awareness, a gateway, an entry point. So people are obsessing over you right now because there's some sort of physical or visible change with you. People may be able to see your aura at this time. You may even look back at pictures and see like, holy, you can see my aura. Like, you can see my aura in the picture. You may be having some of that. But people can see, it's like the way you walk or the way you talk, the way you present yourself is different. People are receiving you differently right now. There's some sort of physical change. You may have changed your hair. I just heard got a tan. Someone may have got a tan. We have the moon with feelings. Wow. This is giving me a little bit of siren energy as well. But the moon is the, you know, the subconscious. It's the receptive side. It's your feminine nature. It's your feelings, of course. It's how you... It feels like magnetism. With first house and the moon coming out, it's almost like energetic, your pull on people. You have a pull on people and you're pulling on people. When you think of someone, that person may literally call you, or you may run into that person. You're speaking things into existence right now, group 2. So just be mindful of that. Because you're in this weird portal, or no, vortex is a better word to explain it. You're in this weird vortex of just, I don't know, you guys, you're in a pocket. This reminds me of this book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. There's in that book, he talks about a plane, like a plane that you go to plant your seeds of manifestation in. And it feels like you guys are like in that plane though, but like waking. Usually that's something that you reach during meditation or like focused intention. People really have to like get themselves in the zone, but you're in the zone like naturally. I don't know. I want to call you guys like Bermuda Triangle, because when people get in your energy, I'm telling you, you're like a vortex and you just kind of suck people in and then they disappear. They may even change or go through their own first house experience after dealing with you. This may have something to do with your astrology, like in your natal chart. This may be something you're very aware of and something that you have done before, probably unconsciously if you were younger or if you weren't spiritual, if you hadn't had any awakening. But you may be able to look at past experiences and see how like repeatedly friendships, co-workers, anyone that got around you, they significantly changed after meeting you or dealing with you. I just heard step parent as well. Ooh, and we got the square with challenge. So you do kind of challenge people, you do trigger people. And just as this card was coming out, I was hearing step parent. So you may have had a step parent that was kind of cool, but for whatever reason, after a while, they just started getting majorly triggered by you. That's interesting. People are obsessing with you right now because you're going through a level up, a glow up. You're very magnetic, but it's something else. I don't know what it is. It's not something that we're going to get from these cards. I can tell because intuitively I'm picking up on it and I'm like seeing this, like I forget what they call that plane. The realm of infinite possibilities. I forget what he calls that plane in the book, but I'm seeing like stuff that I would see if I was doing Reiki. Not a tarot reading. So your energy, it is dummy strong right now. You're like the Bermuda Triangle. And then we have Leo, the lover, that showed up. So you seem to be in a confident energy. You're feeling yourself and you know that you've gone through physical changes. So it's making people wonder, like, I just heard, did you get work done? Someone may be wondering if you had some sort of work done recently. It also seems like you're attracting a lot more attention and your exes or situationships, past romantic situations, they are getting kind of triggered about it. It does seem like they're talking. Some of your exes may even be talking together. I'm seeing Scott Disick, and I forget what his name was, but there was some guy that Courtney dated, not I can't keep up with these folks, but not Mr. Barker or whoever she's married to. But she was dating some other guy, and Scott literally slid in the DM of that guy and was like, what is she doing? She's out on a date with someone else. Like, what does she got going on? And the guy literally replied to Scott, like, we are not friends. Like, do not hit me up in the DM talking about our ex. Like, we're not clicking up. Anyways, I was just seeing that. Spirit was showing me that. So you may have something like that going on where your exes are clicking up and talking about you, because with Leo the lover here, it does seem like you're attracting romantic attention or you have new romantic options, and they're like, wow, I can't believe she's wearing that, or I can't believe he's going there, I can't believe he's doing that, like I can't believe, you know, she would date someone like that. Like, people have this whole narrative about you, and there's a lot of talk about your love life. Why are they obsessing over group 2? We have the resolutions card. It says you will experience a peaceful resolution to your issue or situation, all as well. But this may be something that has just happened as well. People are obsessed with you right now because something was supposed to fall through or hit the fan and it didn't. It's like an energy of a miracle coming in at the very last second. So if there's something that you're worried about right now, that is going to be resolved. And people thought that was really going to be like your downfall. They thought that was going to be the turn that finally humbled you, you know, that finally put you in a position to need other people. People are very offended that you don't need them these days as well with that first house energy. Also, you seem to be changing into a new person. With this square, they can see that you kind of go back and forth. So people can see where it's like, one day you're confident, one day you're not. Like, say for an example, people are constantly looking at your page, say you post something and then you take it down 2 days later. People are using that as fuel to feed into this narrative that you're going through an internal struggle or you don't know who you are. But they only know that because they're creeping on your page every day, you know? So we have luck. You will have luck in love matters, it says. So again, people are talking about your options in love. You may be attracting a higher caliber of a person or someone that your old, like, people could never be. So say for an example, you dated like, you know, someone who liked to skateboard. They didn't take life very seriously, but they were adventurous and they were fun. This is like an energy of you dating someone blue collar, someone who has a good job, someone who's a hard worker, someone who's a family woman, a family man, someone who's a provider who takes care of their family. Like, that person in the past could never be the person you're dating in the future. So it's like they feel totally out of their element, or like they really don't have that same grip on you anymore because they could never be who you're connecting with now. Or if this was like an old friend, say you guys used to always shop, this is like a friend that always has you at galas and important events, meeting important people. Like, they don't have those connections, or they didn't take that path in life. So they're really salty and they feel offended. And I kind of feel for them a little bit. That hurt a little bit. That hurt my little Cancer heart, because I have empathy for all sides, even though I don't always show it, because I can also be very protective. But oof, that stung a little bit. To like, that doesn't feel good, to feel like you literally couldn't be that person, like, no matter what. It's like, dang, that sucks. That really sucks. We have the breakthrough card. Nice. It says any obstacles and blocks you are dealing with will be broken. Obstacles are being conquered. Is there another one that flipped over? Yep. So another card talking about resolutions. We got resolutions, luck, breakthrough, and then we have the healing card that just came out saying the situation will be healed. So you guys may have been, like, I'm telling you, in a really tough situation like 3 months ago, and people are seeing you bounce back quicker than ever, or people are seeing you're not feeling ashamed of who you are. You're still posting or trying to do your business, or, you know, whatever it is that you're into, whatever it is you're working on, self-help, healing, you're still doing all of that stuff. And people thought that last blow was really going to take you out. For a lot of you, there was a miracle that came through that stopped that from happening. But for some of you, it was the fact that you just recouped and recovered, like, very, very quickly and unexpectedly. And people are kind of upset that, like, things weren't worse. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 2? The Tower. And you guys really feel like the Tower. You guys feel like you come in and you shake people's lives up, and there is a lot that's changing in your life right now. Like, the square is a challenge. It's a hard aspect. It's when 4 planets are squared off with each other, so they're kind of all fighting for influence in your life. So depending on what planets are going at it and creating the square, that'll determine what areas in your life this will affect. Like, if, you know, the moon is squaring Jupiter in some way, what you want in your heart can be different than the action you've been taking. Or if Venus is squaring Mars, you may be struggling with matters of the head versus matters of the heart, or wanting to just take quick action despite what Venus is, you know, trying to sweeten you up to, or get you prepared for, or get you open to. So it is a challenging aspect, and the moon is an amplifier. So with the moon being there, you can probably feel this transformation you're going through, like, in your butthole. Like, you can probably feel this transformation, like, deep in your spirit. You know it's supposed to be this way. Wow. We have the Star and the World card that has just come out. You're getting a lot of major arcana. But the Star card and the World card are both showing up. in reverse. So this doesn't feel very good. You also may be having ascension symptoms. You may be sick right now, or you just recently got over a cold, or you can feel one coming on. I'm telling you, as soon as you feel it coming on, get that emergency, get those vitamins, get the, you know, cough syrup before you even like really need it. And sometimes you can keep it from coming on and blossoming. But once the cold is taking its grip, it's got to play its course. So try to get ahead of it if you can. But there are some pivots. I feel like you guys are on a new path, because with the World card in reverse and the Star card in reverse, things that you wanted in the past, you're not getting. I gotta be honest. Like, things that you may have wanted, it's like all getting replaced. And it's all getting replaced for a lot better things. But yeah, that person that you may have invested years of a relationship into, I don't see that person having a transformation with you and being the person you want. You know what I mean? Or that job that you've been putting, you know, years of work in, I don't see them all of a sudden coming to their senses and doing right by you. I see Spirit replacing everything. And it is going to be so much better. But it's kind of bittersweet, because with the World and Star card in reverse, this is like previous desires or previous investments that you really thought were going to be here with you. Like, there's friends you thought were going to be with you at this time supporting you, and they turned out to be ops or not supportive at all. Or there's, you know, romantic relationships that are like this. Or people may just be having a like impossible time understanding you. So you may have given up on certain relationships because it's like, listen, I can't sit here and explain everything all day. So you may have had to go about your business for various reasons, but there's definitely a moving on energy, and it just feels bittersweet, because certain things that you wanted, you're seeing, you know, like on the other side of the curtain, beyond the veil. Like, you're seeing the truth, and you're realizing that was never something that you should have aspired to, or something that was going to work out for you or in your best interest. Spirit, what else for group 2? Anything else from group 2? Nice. Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So definitely some plans not even on the back burner anymore, just completely abandoned. And we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So that's the thing about the Tower. The Tower card is like the inevitable. The Tower comes in when we don't, like, the things that we leave at the end of the list. That's why they say, like, not making a decision is still making a decision, because the things that we know that we should do, we're called to do, we get multiple opportunities to do it. At a certain point, if we don't do it, the Tower will come in. So that does kind of represent painful endings. 6 of Wands can be a loss of a job or a position. It could also be an energy of someone else getting fired or demoted. But with that 8 of Cups being here, I do feel like you're being taken out of a certain workplace. You're being taken out of a certain environment. And we have the Hangman in reverse and the Ace of Coins. So even though there are blessings coming in and you can see that and there's things to be excited about, I do feel like you guys are kind of struggling with that Hangman in reverse to leave behind everything, because it's like then you feel like maybe someone got over on you, or maybe you feel like, you know, there's like an energy here of wanting to get your lick back, or not wanting people to have something, like not wanting people to feel like they won. We have the happy card. So honestly, Spirit, loyal heart, and observer. Spirit's been watching you a long time. Your guides have been watching you. And there's a lot that's been going on in the background that I really don't feel like you guys were even aware of, like spiritual warfare type things, where it's like your guys have been, you know, fighting relentlessly over the last 6 months to protect so many things that you don't even know about from coming in. Things may have been a lot worse and could have gotten a lot of worse. You know, things that you didn't even know about or weren't even tapped into were occurring and affecting you. We have loyal heart here and observer. So like I said, your guides have been watching, protecting you. They see your loyal heart. They see all that effort that you've put in. But unfortunately, I just feel like you put all that effort in to the wrong people, to the wrong job, or to partnerships that wouldn't reciprocate. So now you have to move on. But that's the thing that makes you feel bittersweet, because it's like, okay, what's their karma then? Because they wasted my time. Partly, I do feel like there will be some karma, but to be honest, I don't feel like you're gonna see it. So that may be something that Spirit is initiating you into right now, like trusting that Spirit's got it, Spirit's handling things on the other end. Because you're jumping a timeline so vividly and clearly that, I mean, if you don't have social media anymore, or if you don't have certain people on social media anymore, how are you going to move forward in your new life? Because you have to check their social media to see what's up with them. So if you don't have it anymore, then you may not be able to check. Or if you do still have it, how is that a level up if you're still checking, you know? Spirit's trying to get you to focus on this happy, moving forward energy. Yeah. Time to go at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups energy. Spirit's trying to get you to focus on the future and what's ahead of you versus what's lost. But it's hard not to, and give yourself time to process and to mourn, because you're, you know, not just letting go of other people, but you're also letting go of the older version of yourself and your old places. You know, these are things and people that were really familiar and at one point a safe space for you. So don't judge yourself for feeling a way about that. Even if you're the one walking away from someone, usually it's still hard. Oh, this is interesting. We have card number 20 and we have card number 10. We have the dolphin spirit. It says this and that are true. And then we have the buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So it's funny that the dolphin came up, this and that are true. Like, yeah, that person was dead wrong, but you also don't get to, like, you know, you also maybe invested something you weren't supposed to, or you were a part of that as well. And the abundant universe is providing. So Spirit's in this kind of cut and dry energy with you, where it's like, listen, I'm not going to argue with you, group 2. These blessings are going to come in whether you accept them or not, whether you capitalize on them or not. But that request of, like, you know, whatever you may be asking of Spirit, like they should have this happen or they should have that happen, I don't feel like Spirit's moving according to what you're saying. I feel like Spirit's moving according to, like, universal order and other things going on in the background that you can't see. But you're walking into a really good space, a new space, and there are good things ahead. So that's what I got for you, group 2. That's why people are obsessing over you right now. That is the word on the street about you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the green stone, this is your reading using the Gilded Tarot Royale. A little later in the reading, we're going to find out why people are obsessed over you. Why are people freaking out about you? What is the word on the street with you, group 3? We're going to see what's really good. Spirit for group 3. Why are people obsessed with group 3 right now? Interesting. So first of all, we have a Queen Kunks here, which is essentially when two planets aren't understanding each other in astrology. They're interacting with each other, but they're not understanding each other. So it's like you have a conjunction where, say, Venus and Mars, they're working together, they're conjunct, you know, they're understanding each other, they're helping each other. And then you have a Queen Kunks, which is, okay, say you have Venus and Mars, but they don't know what's going on with the other planet. They're not understanding each other. And the energy is often misunderstood or hard to calculate, hard to interpret. So we have a Queen Kunks coming out for you. That's the first card that came out for you. So people are obsessed with you right now because you're really seeming like an enigma. I'm also feeling for some of you, you're coming across very different than you used to. Spirit is showing me Lori Harvey for whatever reason. You may have like a really soft appearance, a very feminine appearance, but be totally like cutthroat when it comes to how you will cut someone off, how you will step out of a relationship. Like you could have a whole Michael B. Jordan and still peace out with your dignity, very much so as the victor, having your ex looking stressed at the damn basketball game on the big screen. I would never forgive them the way they did that to him, though. I cannot get that image of Michael B. Jordan clapping at that game looking hurt after that breakup. I will never forgive them, because it's like they did him dirty. Why did they put that camera in his face like that? Anyways, we also have Cancer, the doula coming up for you. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's water energy. It says comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody. You guys are coming across as a quincunx, like people can't really understand you, but you have a lot of feelings and emotions right now. You have a lot of feelings, but people are not, they don't get it yet. They're like, are you mad at me? Are you not mad at me? You may be sending mixed signals. You're also coming across, like I said, very enigmatic. Like you may be soft, it would be totally cutthroat, or the opposite, or, you know, whatever combination. But people, they may not take you very seriously in the beginning, or they may underestimate you in the beginning. Now we have a trine, which is 3 planets working together, and typically a favorable aspect in astrology. It says harmonizes, grits, rhymes, supports, enjoys, energizes. So you seem to be like really in your own mood. There's like this energy of you. I'm seeing someone at a treadmill, and it's like you're in your own head, you're doing your own thing, and you're completely like tapped out of any narrative or anything going on. Like there may be people who were able to easily get your attention in the past, but you're literally like just going to the gym to go to the gym, or not making eye contact with people when you're in the store. Like there's an energy of people not having an easy time reading you, and you seeming to be on a mission, but a very self-serving mission. It's like you're not worried about, is this person having a good day, or are they getting a positive version of me that makes their day easier. It's like you're living your life, other people are living their lives, and everyone has their own responsibility to take care of themselves. Like, but you seem to be in a trine, having a favorable aspect, also mind, body, and soul energy coming through for you, seeming like you know what you're doing, but it's unconventional, or it still doesn't make sense, but at the same time you seem to know what you're doing. So people are trying to figure out or get the tea on what exactly it is you're doing. You may have people hitting you up like, oh, you know, can I get some of your services if you offer anything, or asking you about what you have, can I get some advice, or how did you do that? Like you may have random people coming into your DMs, people that you haven't even had interaction with, and just be mindful of that, because people be sending their friends, their cousins, whoever, you know, someone that you don't know in their place, trying to, you know, get information for them. So just be mindful of that. But we have Virgo, the alchemist, that has just come out. Virgo is one of the mother archetypes in the tarot deck. There's also this like purity archetype to Virgo, or did I say in the tarot deck? I meant to say in the zodiac wheel. In the zodiac, Virgo, you know, has this kind of virginal placement, or this mother archetype. Virgo in this deck is alchemical type of energy. It says methodical, efficient, insightful, healthy. So you guys are doing good. You're doing well in life, and honestly, I just feel like, yeah, we have the numinous at the bottom of the deck that I'm pretty sure, I forget what the name of this deck is. I don't have the deck over here right now, but it might have something to do with this. Like it may be called the Newman deck or something. But the numinous with mystery, the unknown, the unknowable, psychic abilities, universal truth, oneness, source, the cosmos, shadow work, you know, that's at the bottom of the deck. So it's like ultimately you're a mystery, but it seems like you know what you're doing and other people just can't know, and they're like, well, why can't I know? Spirit, why are people obsessed with group 3 right now? Ooh, we have the opportunist. It says someone has their eyes on you for their advantage. This is very telling. People are obsessed with you right now because they want to know what you have going on so they can duplicate what you're doing. or so they can follow you, so they can copy you, or so they can somehow benefit. It's like people want to stay connected to you, but just far away. It's giving like watching energy where people are watching your page and things like that, but they want to stay just far away so that they won't be associated with anything negative, or ever being like a negative presence in your life, but they're watching and they know just the moment to swipe. Like, it's a little creepy. Because it's like people are picking up on your habits and what you respond well to, what you don't respond well to, what type of content or quotes or song lyrics or captions do you include with your content, or what are you speaking about if you have any sort of platform that you use to, you know, talk. People are taking that down, like very much so taking notes so that later on they can swipe in right at the right time, right in the right way, where you'll be open and receptive so they can benefit from whatever you're building right now or whatever you have going on. It's giving, there's a little bit of a parallel between group 1 as well, because there's almost an energy here of you knowing something that other people don't know. So you may have come into some secret spiritual knowledge or some sort of divine download. You may be traveling every night, you know, different places in the world, different places in the galaxy. You know, you may be having a lot of astral travel, lucid dreams. Your spiritual gifts may be really multiplying and kind of freaking you out a little bit these days. We have the loose lips that came out. It says someone around you is a gossip or a thief of ideas. Keep your secrets to yourself. That's freaky, bro. That's literally what we were just talking about. People just trying to know what it is that you're doing so that they can have your ideas or so they can steal your ideas. So yeah, you're definitely doing right by keeping to yourself and not letting people know what you got going on. We have the manifesting card. It says you are in manifestation mode. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So Spirit is really trying to get you to remain looking forward, remain focused on the future, and really honestly not to entertain any of these people, these connections, these rumors. Nice. We have the scepter. So again, heavy on the spiritual energy. You guys had some sort of divine download, or you got some sort of book that you're into, that you're reading. Listen, let me know, book for book. You plug me in with a book, I'll plug you in with a book that really impacted me, because I need to know. I'm like, okay, what's the tea? What's the spiritual text? Okay, because I'm trying to get me a copy so I can know. But we have the scepter. It says your energetic output is attracting others and situations into your life. Be mindful. So your magnetism is on 1000. You have some sort of scepter, or, you know, like they say, the word is your sword in certain religions and certain spiritual texts. It's giving like you have some sort of scepter, some sort of magic wand, because you are tapped into some sort of higher spiritual self, some sort of information, like the cosmos. I'm like, who are you working with? Did you get contacted by the terrestrials? Because I'm like, why don't they ever want to talk to me? You know what I'm saying? So if they're reaching out to you, like, I don't know, what are you doing? Like, let's stop playing around. But yeah, we have the recovery card and the new baby card. So you may be pregnant, or you may be starting a new family, or you may have recently had a child. It says there will be an addition to your family or a new start. So this could also be an energy of a new idea, a new business, or a new home, like some sort of big new cycle. And then we have the recovery card. You will bounce back from love-related issues. That is very telling. People are obsessing over you right now because they're trying to see how you're going through the breakup. You may have gone through a breakup that multiple people know about, and there's an energy here of people trying to see, like, okay, are you really recovering? Are you still stuck on that person? Are you going to double back with that person? This may be people watching you that's wondering because they want to be with your ex, and they know with you in the picture they're never going to fully have them. That is sick. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of major changes in your life right now, and people want to be involved. We have the new ideas card. A new idea comes to you that will change your world, a game changer. That's literally what I've been saying this whole reading. Like, divine download is the specific energy I keep feeling, the specific way I want to describe it. And then we have hidden info. I feel like you got some hidden info. It says critical information is being hidden at this time. Investigate and uncover the mystery. So you may want to challenge yourself in terms of your visualization, or asking spirit, like, you know, show me the answer to this in a dream, or multiply this spiritual ability. You may want to focus on your third eye and your crown chakra, meditating with those chakras, strengthening them, so that you can see more. But the spiritual gifts, honestly, for group 3, they should be on point. And if they're not, definitely want to work on it. Or there may be something you have to double back to, something that you didn't do that spirit told you to do months ago, and you kind of knew it would bring you some sort of big change. Or there may be a book sitting on your bookshelf that you just simply hasn't read, but that has a bunch of life transforming information in it. And the last one from there, we have the help card. It says, you will receive help when you need it most. It will come right in time. So people, honestly, some people are kind of watching because they wanted to see your downfall. And they're getting hella salty because there's a miracle coming in at the nick of time and they don't feel like you deserve it. So they're a little disturbed by that. So people are trying to, you know, it just feels like people are really obsessed. And I know that's the topic of the reading, but this feels like real obsession, like Joe from You obsession, like another love, like actual obsession. You remember how season 1, I only got through season 1 because I just started watching it. I don't like watching stuff when everybody else watches it, but I just started to give it a chance, and it's okay. It's good. You know, it's all right. I don't think it's that good, but it's okay. But if you've ever seen You from Netflix, it's like how he like actually used to stand outside her apartment and look through her windows and be doing stuff. It's like that, like actually obsessed, not just like, oh my God, pick a card, who's obsessed, oh my God, yas. It's like, no, like actual obsession, like not the cute kind, real obsession. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Things also seem to be coming to you, coming easy to you. You may have a new connection in your life that's helping you in some way, like a mentor or a protective friend or a helpful, some sort of helpful person that's helping you or gravitating towards you, and people may be getting upset about that. Also, I'm picking up on a new attractive person at work that seems to be giving you all their attention and energy and flirtation, and other people that are attracted to this person are starting to notice that, pick up on it, and get a little disturbed. You really don't have to work for anything or force anything at this time. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Death card. I feel like the hardest thing right now for you is certain things ending, certain people not understanding you, certain people wanting information or wanting to be involved, but for the wrong reasons. Like, it's like, I know I should let certain people go, but it's really hurting me how this person is only hitting me up because they want information and they're not even trying to hide it. Like, it hurts me to have these conversations and to know that people are just calling to be weird or to be nosy. So I feel like the biggest thing you're struggling with right now is more of a internal struggle. And that may be why we had that quincunx energy before, where people have just been having a hard time understanding you, because one day you may be like positive, you may be in an open, receptive energy, like, yeah, I'll talk to certain people. And the next day you may completely disengage with people. And I've had that happen. Usually I've only actually had that happen a couple times in life. And it was only with situations that really cut really deep, but I still had to see those people. So like family members, or, you know, situations like with a best friend. So I understand that, yeah, it's hard, because it's like, okay, I can forgive you and move past it. But when I walk past you in the kitchen, like, no, it comes back. I get a wave of anger again because you still did that to me. Like, so there is an energy, like, I feel like that's the biggest struggle for you right now. But we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. So some people are kind of wondering, like, are you, you know, messing around with the boss? Like, why does it seem like you don't have to work as hard? People are trying to figure out, like, what's really going on. People may be kind of speculating that you have a sugar pop or, you know, a sponsor. Okay. There's a little bit of an energy of people feeling like you have it really easy right now. And you have it easy because, you know, you're doing something extra. Like, that's a little bit of a word on the street about you. Wow, we got the Lovers card. Group 3, I'm telling you, romantically, your next person is going to blow all your exes completely out of the water. And they are going to be so salty about that. I was getting a little bit of that energy with group 2. where Spirit was showing me like Scott Disick and how he slid in the DMs of like one of Courtney's exes, and the dude was like, don't ever contact me again, do not slide in my DMs, we're not friends. And I'm just like, Spirit's showing me that, talking about like some of your exes are clicking up together out of desperation. But we have the Lovers card here, so it seems like you found yourself, your zone, your pocket. You may have always been the black sheep, or you may be a little bit weird and things are working out for you. And it's like things don't typically work out for that archetype, at least not in movies or in media or in, you know, society. The weird one, the black sheep, isn't the one that's known for amounting success and popularity. And success. I just completely cut out one of the syllables. But they're not typically, you know, the archetype that has the big glow up and the major, you know, happiness and 10 of Cups moment, but it seems like you guys are. We have the Tower, we have the Four of Wands. Group 2 got the Tower as well. So some things are hitting the fan in a hard kind of way. The Tower card is always like, it's an ending, it's also a new beginning, but it's usually like a painful or at least a bittersweet one, because typically the Tower moment represents like some sort of external influence. It's typically like, okay, when you don't do the stuff that you're supposed to do, Spirit comes in and it's a Tower moment, because Spirit just kind of has to force it to, you know, go through so you can move forward after you've been putting it off for a while. So if there's anything that you know you're supposed to do, like an uncomfortable conversation or starting a new habit or doing something, whatever Spirit is leading you to at this time, generally lean into that, even if it doesn't seem like it's important, because it will be important in the grander scheme of things. But we got the Four of Wands, which is marriage energy. So again, Four of Wands, Lovers card, things really do seem to be coming full circle for you right now. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. So there's almost like an energy of a narcissist has been cut off, blocked, or left in the dust. Like there's an energy of someone not being able to contact you, even if they wanted to, coming up here. And they're very upset about that. Spirit, what else for group 3? Wow, we got the Canary Spirit, number 12. It says sing your own song. So Spirit is like double down, make it worse, really make a show, make an example out of it. You know, sing your own song, continue to do your own thing. And then we have the Cow Spirit. It says the miracles are endless. That one's number 15. So Spirit is saying you're kind of in this position of you've gained a lot of respect. The cow in a lot of cultures is a very reverend animal. And treated with respect, and you guys are coming across as having that cow wisdom, that cow spirit of nurturance, very fruitful, but oftentimes a lot of time slept on. I don't know why I'm skipping words now. It's so weird. I've never had that happen, bro. What is going on with y'all energy? It's a quincunx, like I'm telling you. It's like you step into your energy. It's like stepping into the Bermuda Triangle. People get all disheveled and they don't know what's going on. But miracles are going to come through naturally, and you are going to be taken care of. So that's what I got for you, group 3. That is why everyone's obsessing. I get it, okay? I get it. You do seem to have a lot going on, and it's a lot positive, and you're not exactly sharing with people. So yeah, I get the hype. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the dark blue stone and the Tarot of the Divine, this is your reading. We are going to see why people are obsessing over you right now. What is the word on the street? Why are people gossiping about you? What are they saying? What are they assuming you have going on? Why are people obsessed? We're going to see why, Spirit, for group 4. Why are people obsessed with group 4 right now? So right away, we have 6th house with your craft, and we have the North Node with destiny. So I do know in early June, the North Node did conjunct Jupiter, And that's a transit that affects us for quite a while, and it has significant changes. If you're one of those people who can look back at your life and you can recognize like the eras, you probably have a strong energy of North Node or a strong connection to your North Node in your chart. Or your sun sign may be the same as the sign that your North Node is in, or something like that, something significant. But anyways, the 6th house with your craft. So the 6th house rules work, your health, your well-being, daily rituals, your skills, your method. So people are obsessed with you right now. First of all, it seems like you have a new schedule. You may work out before you go to work. I'm seeing someone leave like a gym locker room with a bag. So you may be working out before or after work. People can see you coming in with your work outfit, looking all nice, looking good, okay, smelling good. And then, you know, you change, you go to the gym, or sorry, you go to the locker room, and then you have on your workout clothes, or it may be vice versa. Like you're leaving looking all dolled up, or looking good, looking like you're going to work, whatever. But there is an energy here of your work changing, whatever you're doing to make money, whatever you're doing for work. It seems like that has changed and it has leveled up, and it has people asking a lot of questions. You may have a new side hustle. You may have a business that you're working, or you may have started your own business. You may have also recently switched jobs, or you may be looking for a job. If you are looking, you're going to secure something rather quickly here. So that's a little extra confirmation for you if you're worried about that. That is going to change. There is something coming through very strongly with your craft and with your daily schedule. And people want to connect with you. They're like, you know, trying to figure out what you're doing with this new time. So say like you would always go out on the weekend with the same group of friends. There's like an energy of you never do that anymore because you're doing something else on Fridays and Saturdays, and people are trying to figure out like what you have going on. People may also be trying to spy on you. I'm tapping in on someone wanting to accompany you to your new activity when they have zero interest in it, but they just want to accompany you so they can like see what's really going on. Like it's some sort of huge mysterious thing. But we have Cancer here with the doula. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It says feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, intuitive, tender, nocturnal. You may be working really late hours, or you may be a night owl and you may have been like an early bird before. You may be staying up really late. You may be attracted to dark aesthetics. You may be getting a little freaky in your room. I'm seeing Spirit is showing me that old trend with that song by Doja Cat. I find it hard to find someone like you. I forget what the name of that song is, but Spirit is showing me that trend though. Like, you know, when people used to do the soloettes with like the red LED lights. How did we collectively decide that we were gonna do that? Like, the internet is such a wild place. But anyways, Spirit's showing me that. So you may be playing around with different aesthetics. You may be taking pictures of yourself, but like specifically at night. There's a lot of that going on. Your family, if you live with family or roommates, they may even be kind of wondering what you have going on, because it seems like you're just having the best time of your life, like in your own space though. It's like people are noticing that you're staying up later. We have the 1st house with the house of self. So that is your rising. The way that you present yourself, the way that people see you, the way that people receive you. You've had some sort of change that has to do with your 1st house, the house of self, the house of your physical appearance. So you may have had a level up or a hair change, some sort of significant change with you aesthetically, or what you're into may be changing. We also have Chiron. The Chiron is the wounded healer in astrology, and that's at the bottom of the deck. So you may also be returning back to old places or old talents. Like say you used to love acting as a kid. This is like maybe you're taking an improv class now, or you love to sing. Maybe you got a piano and you're like, you know what, this is my next thing in life. I'm going to learn how to play this piano. I'm going to get back to making music or experiencing music. There may be like some inner child healing or shadow self healing that has happened that's even allowed you to be comfortable doing this. So it's kind of a vulnerable space for you. People from the outside looking in are just like, oh, they're so, you know, wishy-washy or indecisive. One day they're obsessed with this, the next day they're obsessed with that. And that very well may be true. You may have an addictive personality, but this is something that is so deep and personal, and on the outside people are like, oh, now that all of a sudden they're into singing, or oh, now they're all of a sudden into this, and it's like, you don't even know that as a kid I let this go, I let this dream go, and me coming back to it is a whole process. Like, it took a whole dismantling of the ego to allow myself to just enjoy this thing again. So it's so deep and personal to you that you're not trying to make sure anyone understands. You're not trying to explain this. This is really for you. Like, it's a big deal. The changes that you're going through right now, group 4, are very, very personal. And that's why you're not, you know, being super communicative about what you have going on, because it's your North Node. You know, the North Node is with destiny. So this is your destiny. You may not be able to take anyone with you. You may not want to take anyone with you. And it's just yours, you know? It's kind of like your birthday. I always found it weird how people like have this weird obsession about like being with you on your birthday, or making it special in like some crazy thing. Like, if you're an introvert, or if you like to spend time in solitude, it's not really about you then. If you're like, if someone's throwing a big party and surprising you, that's more about them and their pleasure, you know? That's not really about you. But anyways, we have Leo, the lover here. It says expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted. So you guys are coming across as like really open to meeting new people. You may have a new friend group, or you may be in a new like organization. I'm hearing D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. That's very specific for like one person, but you're getting into a new game, or a new group of people, and you don't want to let anyone in, because it's like, no, this is my very special, very personal new beginning. So no, I'm not putting you on and getting you into this space, you know? Spirit, why are they obsessed with group 4 right now? We have the gossip card. It says you will be the topic of discussion. You're doing something right. Keep up the awesome work. And I find it so funny how this person is like at a head with a headset on at a desk. So this may be your coworkers gossiping about you. They can tell that you're about to move on to a new business, or of course, if you're starting your own business, it may be going viral. You may be accumulating some success. So now people are talking about you, talking about your business, what you're doing. Gossiping about, you know, what you really have going on, or how things really are. You are definitely the topic of discussion right now. Yeah, we have the glow up card. I was feeling that, and that's that first house energy. We have glow up and stranger. Stranger says a new person arrives with good intentions. So a new friend, a new mentor, someone new is in your life, and it's triggering all the other people, because it's like, well, I thought that you weren't hanging out with me, or I thought you weren't hanging out with us anymore because you're spending time to work on yourself. Now I'm seeing you with other people. If you've been excusatory in the past, like if you've made excuses, you know, in order to keep people from getting hurt, you may moving forward have to be held accountable for some of that at some point, because there is an energy of people kind of like, okay, you said it was this, but you're doing this, like, you know, and it's like, okay, I just did, yes, it was personal. I just didn't want to hang out with you. Is that what you wanted? You wanted me to hurt your feelings? So I got to be the bad guy in every story. I got to be the bad guy every time. I gotta be the bad guy again, you know? There's some frustration with that. The glow up card says you are leveling up and everyone can see your glow. Some may not like it, but keep doing you. So Spirit is like, listen, we didn't go this far. We did not come this far just to get this far. My son in the next room playing his guitar. He always wants to do that stuff when I'm recording. Like, it's like he just senses it when I start to record, and then he wants to like do workouts in his room and play his guitar. Like, okay, that's an Aquarius for you. So sorry if you can hear that, but yeah, you are leveling up. Not everyone's gonna like it. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. And I'm not like a gang stalker type of reading, like, oh, there's all these people doing this and doing that, but I was feeling that, and I did want to say it. We have the stalkers card. It says someone is watching you from afar. It says either online or offline, eyes are on you. So there is an energy of a lot of people talking, a lot of people gossiping. They may be working during their shifts and messaging each other in chat on their work computers on company time, looking at your page. Okay, getting a VPN just so they can surpass the company, you know, internet restrictions, so they can be on your so they can be on your page. Like, just craziness. And then we have the friends card, and it says a friend has good intentions towards you. So again, there's an energy of like new friends that you have that have good intentions. And I don't know, there's like an energy of innocence. Like, these people don't know who you used to be. And to be honest, that's kind of making people from the past salty, because they're wanting to expose you, or, you know, communicate to your new group, whoever you're hanging out with, your new posse of who you used to be and what you're really like, you know. And it's just like stupid stuff, like stuff that they wouldn't even judge you by. Like, did you know they got caught one time stealing food out the fridge, stealing eating somebody's food out the fridge? And group 4, your new friends are like, yep, sounds about like them, because they accept you for who you are, because they know that nobody is perfect. So it's like they hear the gossip and they think they're spilling tea about who you really are. And it's like group 4 is just laughing it off, not taking it seriously. Your new group is like, whatever, we don't care. We have the summer card, fun in the sun. Happiness and lighthearted times are ahead. So you guys, this summer should be your time. It should be really fun and exciting, but not in a way where you used to look at fun and excitement. Like, not in a way where you're doing crazy shit. Oh, sorry. I didn't even mean to say that. Not in a way where you're doing, you know, wild stuff with your friends, but in a way where you're having like true happiness and excitement and new times and good times, because you're connected with new people. Spirit, for group 4, why are people obsessing over them? What is the word on the street? You seem to be blocking people or blocking people out. We have the 2 of Swords. You're genuinely not interested. Ooh, now we have the Emperor in reverse. So someone with a bruised ego, maybe someone who was an ex. This is almost giving fiance energy. Typically the Emperor is like a long-term relationship, or like a fiance, or someone who had a lot of control over you, a strong connection to you, someone who you have like past lives with, or, you know, a spiritual connection with, like something that's a little more intense. But Emperor in reverse, whoo, this person has a bruised ego when it comes to you. And we have the 2 of Swords. You seem to be ignoring them. You may be ignoring their same old tricks. Like, they used to have people follow you, like your post, or try to follow you, watching your story, trying to add your account, like just kind of weird activity like that. And we have the 2 of Swords, so you don't seem to be responding to any of that. Like, they may have, you know, posted something, and usually you'd be watching it within the first 30 minutes. You may not even check their story, or, you know, like I said, you may have people blocked. Like, there's an energy of you literally not being interested. So like, say this is someone, sorry, say this is someone you used to go to the gym with, and you guys would always flirt and hang out and basically, you know, have your morning gym or afternoon gym, whatever session together. This is like you walking straight past that person, going to your machine, doing your thing, and dipping out. There's no more lingering. There's not an energy of you, you know, trying to linger, stick around, see what people have going on. Wow, 9 of Cups, you're genuinely happy. And we have the 8 of Coins in reverse. So you're not putting in very much effort. You're not overworking yourself anymore. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse that flipped over as well. So this is kind of like an energy of a rejection. You may have flat out rejected someone. You may have gave up on someone. I'm hearing you gave up on me. Someone may be feeling like you gave up on them. Maybe you have had a conversation with them in the beginning of the relationship, and it's like, what do you hate the most? And you may have said, like, I hate when people ghost you, or I hate when people give up, I hate when people aren't loyal. And they may be trying to pull on your heartstrings about that, maybe trying to, you know, bring that up, like, you said you would never do that to me. Trying to, like, you know, use it in the reverse, like in a way just to have more access or control, trying to make it seem like you're doing the same thing you hate that other people do or that someone else did to you. And it's like, this is not the same. We have the Death card. Someone is not over you. A lot of people are not over you. The Six of Coins. So it seems like you've had some sort of level up success or some sort of financial windfall since someone specifically left your life. And they cannot deny how things seem to genuinely be going better for you now that they're not in your life. You seem to be doing fun things. You seem to be going out to restaurants. You seem to be making new friends, a part of new groups. Old people don't even seem to know you. Like I said earlier in the reading, people are kind of like salty that it seems like your new crew doesn't even know who you really are. And they're just so salty. Six of Coins. It seems like you've had some sort of windfall or some sort of bout of luck. Some sort of big blessing since someone stopped talking to you, and they just can't deny it's like, it's not a coincidence. Like, no, their life genuinely got better once I wasn't in it. Like, damn. We have the Eight of Cups and the Strength card in reverse. Someone, I don't feel like they're ever going to let you go. Like, to this day, my twin flame is in a new relationship with, I think they got 2 kids now, child. And I, you know, cut them off. I literally changed my number so they can't talk to me. Block them on all social media. So I'm private on mostly everything. And to this day, I know if I reached out to them, I wouldn't even have to explain my absence. They would lock right back in. And that's just what it is with twin flames a lot of the times. You either make it work, or there's always one person that just has a hard time giving up. And we have the Eight of Cups and the Strength card in reverse. Someone knows that they have to move away from you, but literally just because you're not giving them access to you anymore. Not because, wow, we got the Lovers in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone knows it's over. Stick a fork in it. The relationship is done. The friendship is done. The situationship is done. There's a final ending here, and someone has to move on physically, but emotionally, you're always going to be the one that they think about, the one that got away for them. So I'm seeing a very lasting impact that you have on someone from your past. And they're moving on only literally because they know that they have to, not because they want to. And we have Between Worlds and Round. So I feel like you were the one that stopped talking to certain people, or you were the one that made the executive decision. You could have been getting rejected by coworkers, a set of friends, relationship partners for like a year straight. And then you finally put the nail in the coffin and you actually move away, and people are in distress, acting like you just completely abandoned them without reason. It was unexpected, totally unexpected from you especially. I never thought you'd be the one to do this to me. Those type of narratives. We have Between Worlds and Round. So I see that you had to leave it. And people don't understand what it's like to be in that position. To be in the position where you have to be the one that leaves the relationship, because if you're not the one to leave, you know that it's not going to end. You know that other people are not going to be strong enough to end it. But it still doesn't always sit well with you or feel good. And it's rarely ever, if ever, a 100% decision. There's always a percent of you that still wants to try, or still wants to make it work, or your heart still calls out, you know, for certain people. We have the Come to the Edge card at the bottom of the deck. So this is taking a lot out of you, like everything out of you. It's taking your will, your spirit, your mind, everything to leave this cycle behind. And we have Leo. We have the Lion Spirit. It says be generous of spirit at the bottom. So Spirit is saying continue to be empathetic. And if people come to you looking for closure, go ahead and give them that closure. Just so they can heal and move on, because that allows you to be able to heal and move on, but not for anything else. We have the Snake Spirit, number 55. It says time to heal. We have the Electric Eel Spirit. At the bottom of that one, it says bring your ideas to life. So if you're wondering what you should work on, continue to work on your destiny, your sixth house, your craft, you know, your first house, who you are. And continue to lead with that Leo energy that came up before. Open your heart to new love and new experiences. But this is taking a lot out of you. And there's a relationship that's cycling out. And Spirit is telling you to focus on healing and focus on bringing your ideas to life, and the new love will be replaced. And that's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.